Hello and welcome to another video about programming the IX series intercoms using the IX support tool. In this episode, we'll go over programming the IXW-MA and IXW-MAA IP relay adapters. Since the two adapters program in the exact same way, we will refer to them as IXW-MAs going forward. Before we get to the programming, it's useful to have a visual reference for what exactly is happening. First, the master station sends a door release request to the door station. The door station accepts the request and sends a CIF signal to the IXW-MA. The IXW-MA notes which station sent the CIF signal and triggers the appropriate relay. So that means that to function, the master station must be able to unlock the door station, which the IX support tool enables by default. The door station needs to know that it is allowed to send CIF signals, and then it needs to know where to send them. And then the IXW-MA needs to know which of its outputs corresponds to which door station. So that's going to dictate how we proceed with this programming. First, we need to configure each door station's CIF settings. On the left-hand side, navigate to Function Settings, CIF. Use the drop-down to set the door station's CIF functionality to enable. Versions of IX support tool downloaded from aphone.com will have some of this information entered in advance, but we will go over all of it to be on the safe side. The program type should be set to 0100, which is just an arbitrary binary number. There's no need to have a different one for each station. Enter the IP address of the IXW-MA under IPv4. If you aren't sure what that is, navigate on the left-hand side to Network Settings IP address. Set the destination port to 65014, SSL to enable, and the connection to socket. Scroll right and make sure that Change Contact is checked off for the door. We can configure multiple door stations at once, though we will only be showing one in this example. Once everything is configured, click Update to save the settings. If any of your door stations are models IXDA or IXBA, most of these settings will be blanked out. Once any newer model stations have been programmed, skip to the supplemental video linked below that covers the specific steps for those legacy stations. Next, the relays on the IXW-MA will need to be configured. Navigate to Option Input / Relay Output Settings, Relay Output. The IX support tool will display Relay Output 1 by default. If a different relay output needs to be configured, use the drop-down menu under Display Settings towards the top of the page. In our case, we will show Relay 2. Set the IXW-MA's function to Contact Change CIF event. Scroll right until you see a column labeled Contact Change CIF event. Click Open in that field, which will bring up a list of stations in the system. Select the door station that corresponds to this output on the IXW-MA and click OK. Note that each relay can only be assigned to a single door station. Click Update. At this point, use the Display Settings drop-down menu to configure any other relays on the IXW-MA using the same steps. Once everything is configured, navigate to File, Upload Settings to Station. Select all stations and click Settings. Once the upload is completed, the IXW-MA's relays should trigger when the door station is unlocked. If they do not, review the previous steps in the video and make sure the settings line up properly. Thank you for watching.